breaking down the cliffhanger ending of The Old Guard 2. The final scene of The Old Guard 2 teases a larger, exciting adventure, but after fans have waited 5 years for a follow-up to 2020's Netflix action film about a loyal and devoted band of immortal mercenaries, the sequel also feels like it stops mid-sentence. An adaptation of the comic books written by Greg Rucka, with art by Leandro Fernandez, and published by Image Comics, both The Old Guard and its sequel tell the story of Andy, Charlize Theron, aka Andromache of Scythia, looking good for 6,000 years old, and her band of merry and melancholy soldiers who cannot die. The Old Guard 2, which saw some delays, finally released on July 2nd, picks up with newbie immortal Niall, Kiki Lane, fully accepted by the group on a high-octane mission in Split, Croatia, aided by the helpful CIA turncoat Copley, Chiwetel Ejiofor. We learned in the first film that immortality can run out at any time, and mortality has caught up to Andy by the end of The Old Guard after she stops immediately healing from battle wounds. But it hasn't diminished her capacity for intense combat and badassery. The Old Guard 2 picks up about right where the first film, directed by Gina Prince Bythewood, left off. The Old Guard's final cliffhanger scene revealed that 2 characters we thought were old news would be back for any future sequel. The remorseful traitor Booker, Matthias Schoenaerts, is surprised by Gwen, Van Veronica No, an immortal, who Andy had lost hundreds of years ago. Gwen was persecuted for being a witch and submerged underwater for 500 years in an Iron Maiden. In the first scene of The Old Guard 2, Gwen's metal coffin is dragged back up to the surface by Discord, Uma Thurman, an older, crueler immortal who shares none of the compassion and loyalty of Andy's crew. When The Old Guard first sees a security image of Discord, Niall recognizes her from her dreams. Andy goes to see Tua, Henry Golding, who is basically an immortal archivist, collecting any written or reported evidence of their kind from across human history in a sprawling library of speculation and superstition. This is where Niall saw Discord in her dream, and what she saw was Discord stealing all of Tua's books about the Old Guard. According to Tua, Discord is the oldest immortal, older than Andy, even, and witnessing the persecution of her kind did not make her believe in immortal solidarity, but that she would only be protected by amassing wealth and power, and hoarding it for herself. She thinks their persecution is exacerbated by immortals like Andy interfering with humans.